Well, Christmas has come early at Newlyn Railway. My first lot has arrived, so we'll open up and see what we've got, and hopefully it'll all be what it should be. Well, we're halfway through, run out of room on my already cluttered table, so some of the trees have arrived. Bit difficult to see in this light. I'll get them out and show them later on, either in this one or the next video. These are the little wire wound armatures. I don't think it's coming out very well in the plastic bag. I don't want to take them out yet because all bits drop off them. You do have to obviously reshape them somewhat after being packaged and travelling several thousand miles in a bag. But I have bought some additional scatter materials to go on these just to enhance them, but these are the sort of slightly better ones with the foam type scatter rather than the sort of glossy plastic type ones. The other ones, they look very dark. I'm not going to do them justice in the bag again, but they were supposed to look like that. They're a lot darker than the ones photographed, so whether there's a materials change there or not, I don't, you have to take it with a pinch of salt with some of the descriptions and bits. But again, it's a wire armature. I'm more interested in the carcass of the tree than actually what's on it. As you can see, even probably on the camera, that's quite a dark colour for foliage. But again, I'm tending to sort of maybe go and play around with these with scatters and sprays. I really just wanted the armatures with that sort of going through to make them. I have bought some materials to do some sort of higher quality ones that would be, closer to the front of the layout for a little more detail. But again, these are posable. You can move the branches with them. Why? This was another item I was waiting for. These strange little things. They hold the AG13, the little sort of small stubby batteries. You fit a pair of those in. I've already got the micro switches to go in, so these are to go in alternative chassis frames that those battery holders I showed in the last video that take the sort of penny sized batteries. Obviously those little battery holders with the integral switch will only fit in some rolling stock coaches. This is the way around it. Again, I went for the black ones. You can see the copper connectors there. You just solder your wires to them, attach your switch circuit, and they should achieve the same thing, but obviously in a lot smaller footprint. And having two batteries should give it a reasonable run time without a huge cost. So they were just another little thing, cheap as chips, to play around with. And this was a Chinese knockoff, considerably cheaper than the Alpha knife, which is, well, depending on where you shop, anything between sort of 10 and 14 quid. The Tamiya one, which is exactly the same, is around about 8 to 10 pounds. I thought I would go with this one to start with. I know it's sort of a case of buy cheap, buy twice, but this was £2. I'll see how this goes. And I have been looking at the other knife, but it's sort of finding a place that stocks your paints and, trying to buy everything with your eggs in one basket, because I'm sort of at the minute now I'm trying to find deluxe glue, the Tamiya knife, various different paints, and you never seem to be able to buy it all in one place. By the angle of that blade you draw them back. So we'll see how we go. They might be naff blades, but yeah, again it was a couple of quid. So we'll see what that one's like, and if we get on with this one, then I'll invest in the sort of better product down the line. Right, we're back again. Right, this is one's for Mark Hamill. Remember your little Airfix engine shed? Don't know whether they're coming out very well. It's a bit dark in here again. They are the little warm white outside lamps. I've got another set coming because I was quite impressed with them. They are. Now these for £3.93. This is why I shop. Oh, so I think there's 12 in there. Yeah, and these little bushes. So just under £4. This lot cost me £9.70, and there are loads and loads of 50-gram bags of material. Or larger, I'll probably go on that one on the separate and get a bit more room in the table. And some girder truss, which was £9.67 for 500mm long lengths. Scratch building. Again, Mark, this will be handy for your footbridge. Certainly cheaper than the Plastrux stuff. Obviously you're going to have to get the curve out of it, but that's not exactly too hard. It's quite pliable. It's made out of the styrene stuff, so the normal cement works. It's not, obviously you can see you can bend it, so you obviously can curve it for various projects. I think that's the 14mm. It's currently still on offer, I think, for around about £10 or £12 a pack with the VAT. And it looks like they've even sent me some free. Wow, look at that. I don't know whether I'm supposed to smoke that or yeah. Wow. Yeah. I'm underwhelmed. A free gift. I had one before. It looked like a piece of plastic tree that had fell off a naff Christmas tree. But yeah, so we got those on round 2. On to round 3 next. Bear with me. We're nearly there. And I'll give you an update on the laser kits. So this is the reason I wasn't too worried about the state of the trees and the colourings, because I've ordered lots of scatter materials. Some are trial sort of 30-gram bags, which is still more than you get in some of the bags that you pay a lot more money for. So we've got deep green, or their version of deep green. That just makes up 45 grams out of 3 little bags. And a yellowish green. I don't quite get the yellow in that, but I won't argue. I'm colourblind anyway. £5.80 to me for those. A dark green big bag, 200 grams. That should do a serious amount of trees and bushes. That was £7.80. And the last one took me a little bit of feathering out, because I've got a similar order. And these were 30-gram bags, and I ordered 50, but it's the different seller. This is a selection pack. You bought one lot of a variety of 4 little bags. So we've got medium green, army green, dark green, and a yellow green, which is different from that yellow green, but there we go. But in the bag was some clump foam foliage, which I haven't ordered. I was going to. There's a good chunk there for doing bushes and that, so that's a bit of a bonus. Whether that was a freebie or a total cock up on their end, I don't know. But where are we? Try and have a look without showing me address. That was £4.19 for that pile. So I'm going to have to write down, whoops, whose comes from where and what and why, so that if I do like it and want to order it again, I know which supplier I bought it from, and don't end up buying it from someone else in a different bloody colour. Right, got one more. Right, and this is the final one, I promise you. A sea of greens. This is 70 pieces of trees. Now I just happened to have this come up, same picture on eBay. This is from AliExpress. Same picture, same advert, 70 trees, it varied anywhere from £22 plus a couple of £3 postage, so £25 to £30 for these. I paid £14.88 including the tax to get them here. Yes, they are cheap trees. Plastic. But, you know, right at the back of the scene. And again, this is why I've bought the scatter materials to, you know, improve a lot. Those ones are sort of like this shredded plasticky sort of type. It is. There's a little bit of a sheen to it, some like a bit dull coat on it, isn't it? But again, I'm going to use some of these selectively, some I won't. Maybe just go on the local selling site. This is the ground foam, which is a bit nicer, a more sort of flat colour. But they're pretty basics. But you know, for hiding in the back scene, maybe probably won't use anywhere near this amount. But and again, this sort of dark one, they all seem to be a similar tree with just a different coverage on them. But I wanted to get them, see what they were like. I'll use some and some I won't. And anything I don't like, I'll just sell on. But, you know, they are what they are for the money. Sorry you can't see them very well in the plastic bag at the minute, but, yeah, they're okay. Not brilliant, but then if you wanted really nice trees, you certainly wouldn't be paying 50 quid, 15 quid. Yeah, it would be more like 50 quid for probably one bag of trees. But, you know, for the back scene, just as fillers, shoving in between some nice trees out the back of the way, I'm just going to keep them for now. Obviously, when my scenic items develop, if they fit in, they fit in, and if they don't, and I end up with a pile of surplus trees, they'll just go on eBay. And I'll keep what I can use, and what I don't, you know, they'll go. Right, well, that's it for this week's goodie bag. There is some more on the way, and there's some stuck in limbo. Although that's just the battery holders I ordered for the ones that I thought I didn't have, and then I put them in a box. Had a senior